Hello, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Classic Casual Playthrough with me, Awen Rees. You know, I have a problem. I'm an altoholic. I love to make new characters. I have so many characters that I almost need a second account because I can't have any more characters. So, it's going to be a thing with me. So, I was playing around on some alts the other night after I recorded the episodes with the shaman. And I was playing on a warlock, right? This is my warlock. His name is Frap, because I couldn't think of a name. But I had so much fun, and the leveling was so easy. Oh my goodness. And I love the undead race. I love the undead start zone. So I said, you know what? This would be a much better playthrough character, because we'll be more successful with it. I like the storyline better. I don't know. I just wanted to do a warlock, so I made a warlock. I have not logged into this one yet. Haven't seen anything, so we're starting her brand new with all of you. The other warlock I'm going to keep there for when I just want to play and level when I'm not recording, but this one will be only done on camera. So her name is Chaotica. She is an undead warlock. Gave her a spooky looking face because, it's almost Halloween. We got to be spooky. So undead sounds perfect for spooky playtime. So let's do it. Let's get into the world and start our new character. I did not delete the shaman, so I may go back to it, but this is just fun. Oh, let me be quiet so you can hear the cinematic.
Bound to the iron will of the tyrant Lich King, the vast undead armies of the Scourge seek to eradicate all life on Azeroth. Led by the Banshee Sylvanas Windrunner, a group of renegades broke away from the Scourge and freed themselves of the Lich King's domination. Known by some as the Forsaken, this group fights a constant battle, not only to retain its freedom from the Scourge, but also to slaughter those who would hunt them as monsters. With Sylvanas as their Banshee Queen, the Forsaken have built a dark stronghold beneath the ruins of Lordaeron's former capital city. This hidden Undercity forms a sprawling labyrinth that stretches beneath the haunted woods of the Tirisfal Glades. Though the very land is cursed, the zealous humans of the Scarlet Crusade still cling to their scattered holdings, obsessed with eradicating the undead and retaking their homeland. Convinced that the primitive races of the Horde can help them achieve victory over their enemies, the Forsaken have entered an alliance of convenience. Harboring no true loyalty for their new allies, they will go to any lengths to ensure their dark plans come to fruition. As one of the Forsaken, you must massacre any who pose a threat to the new order, human, undead, or otherwise.
And here we are. Alright, just like we've done in other ones, we're going to set up our bars, because this is just terrible. Okay, let's copy that. Move our windows around. I know, this is old. I do this all the time. It'll only take a second. We set our chat window. And our focus frame. Alright, there we go. We can go play. Now, one thing I have done, I cheated a little. My other warlock, I made him a tailor so I could make bags. And I made some bags and sent them to this character. So as soon as we get to a mailbox, I'll be able to pick it up. Which will make life easier. Alright, this is the first dude, and he tells us we have to go talk to a guy down in the little town. Let's open our spellbook. We have a couple racials. Cannibalize, which is really good. Demon armor's on our bar. Let's put that up there. Alright, we're good. Demon armor is a buff that just gives us a protection armor thing. Increases armor by 40 and restores 3 health every 5 seconds. So, just keep that up all the time and we'll be good. We'll get better ranks of that as we level up, but for now, that's what we got. Alright, look at this spooky town. Is this not awesome? I love this start zone. Because it's Halloweeny and it's almost Halloween time. Alright, there's our first quest turned in. He wants us to kill 8 mindless zombies and 8 wretched zombies. We got this.
I haven't
And we need to bring her 3 rattle cage skulls. So she's going to give us our ability to summon the imp pet, which is really good. So we want to do that quest right away. Let's go find some skeletons. If we can get that done first, that'll make the rest of the quest easier. Alright, Warlock is a class that basically summons demons and stuff and does dark, magical, terrible things, which is great. I love this class. It's one of the stronger DPS classes in Classic. It's also a tier 1 leveling class, which means it's easy and quick to level. So, a little bit easier than Shaman, a bit more effective in the end. Warlocks get a couple pretty unique abilities in the game that make them desirable for raid teams and things. And once again, as always, I forget to put auto loot on. There we go. Now let's go find some more skellies. Warlocks get the ability to summon people. Right? If you're in a raid group and you get people who aren't there yet and you're waiting for them or they're stuck somewhere, you can put up a summoning portal and have your friends in the raid help you summon them right to your location. Really useful. Every group likes to have themselves a warlock around. Mainly for that purpose. We can't do fun things like make portals to the major cities like mages, or make water and food like mages, but we can make up for that in other ways. Warlocks are also a pet class, unlike mages. We get to have a variety of different pets for different situations that can help us take down our foes. The first pet we're going to get is our little imp. And the imp is great. He shoots fireballs. And you can train him to have more abilities as you level up. But he's very effective for leveling. He does a decent amount of damage. You don't really want to use him as tank. He's a little fragile. But for the first 5 or 6 levels, or actually till about level 10 when you get your Voidwalker, there's a strategy to sort of use your imp to tank for you. So you don't take damage during fights, which can be really great. So, if this thing would die, that'd be awesome. I'm trying to not use too much mana, but don't want to be here all day either. So, just shoot him. Oh, there's one. We need oh, hey! Come on, I wanted to kill him. Guy took my skelly. So, what you really should do, if you're a caster, is hit something with your knife first so you can tag it. Since it takes so long to cast your spell, by the time you cast it, someone else can steal it out from underneath you, so we'll just do that. We'll pretend we're a melee, dagger-wielding beast. Get our mobs. Alright, we need one more skull. Here's one more skeleton. We hit him first. This is actually a lot easier. When I started my other warlock the other night, just because I was bored and wanted to play around, there were a lot of people here questing. And it took me about 2 hours just to do this little start area. That was not cool. Too many people playing. Much quieter today, so this should go better. You know, these things could die. That'd be great. Let's hit him with another shadow bolt. Alright. Now, we have our cannibalize ability. What this does, it'll eat a corpse of something nearby that you've killed. It won't consume every type of corpse, but it'll get these, and that's all we need. It refills your health and your mana regens while you're doing it, and there you go. It's, if you run out of food and water, you'd be pretty glad you had that. So, let's turn in this quest so we can get our imp. I believe this is the quest for the imp. If not, well, we'll have to go do the other one first. Let's see. Okay, here's our quest lady. Can I have an imp?
I'm listening.
Yes, I'm an imp. Awesome. Right, we're going to open our spellbook by pushing P. Get our imp and put it on our bar. Now, this imp can be summoned just by using the spell. Later on, your other pets, you'll require a soul shard to do that. We'll get into that when we get higher level. For now, we don't have to worry about it It is a long cast time. Oh, what's his name? His name is Chotal. That's dumb. Sometimes you get imps with pretty epic names.
Hello.
Sometimes they're pretty dumb. So, we'll just have to deal with it. Alright, now what are we doing? Mindless zombies. And what was the other one? So, scavenger, paws, and duskbat wings. Okay. Lots of zombies. Now, you see... Alright, actually, before we do anything, let's go into our macros here. We don't have corruption yet. Don't have drain soul. Alright, we'll have to make a new macro. Alright, we're going to make a macro. This is kind of important for warlocks. Let's call it pet attack. Alright, we're going to show... I can do a long video about how to do macros if you want, but basically just do what I'm doing. Show tooltip, and we're going to bind this to Shadow Bolt, since it's the only spell we have at the moment. And slash pet attack slash cast Shadow Bolt. And spell it right. Your macros will not work if you do not spell it right. Alright, now what this does, I'm going to say, alright, here's a zombie, I want to attack it. I'm going to click that button. It makes my pet attack as soon as I engage the target. Alright? And then what you can do is if you kind of walk... See the dead body there, right? And I shoot it here and my pet's over there. If I shoot it and then I kind of strafe over here to the side, my pet is going to stand still and keep casting. But I'm going to be over here and this is going to make a triangle shape. Now what that's going to do is, assuming that my pet is going to do more damage than I will, he's going to get threat. There we go. And the monster is going to run to him. But in this case, I got threat, so the monster runs to me. So there you go. It didn't work. Most of the time it works. We'll try it a couple more times. Pet shooting. I am shooting. I hit first, so he's probably going to come to me. Yeah. If I work my macro so the pet always hits him first, the monster will go towards your pet. And if you've strafed in the other direction, that gives you time pretty much to kill it before it gets to you, which is really useful. So you can kind of tank with your pet if you're patient and work your macro right and your pet gets threat. He'll certainly get threat when I upgrade his fireball spell. That'll help. But even so, even if you don't bother with that, he's doing a lot of decent damage, which is very helpful. So, we got this. Now we have to kill a lot of these dusk bats. We have to kill some of the prowlers. The wolves are around here somewhere. We have to go kill all the zombies. Lots of killing to do. We should get a level, maybe even 2 from all this, which will be very nice. Get him, pet. Get him. Get him. I also sent myself a wand. It should be in the mail. Don't think we can use the wand to level 5. Otherwise I would run and get it right now, because very useful stuff. Remember in the last episode where I was talking about the 5-second rule for casters and front loading all your spells? It works a little bit different on a caster that isn't a shaman, because I can use wands, like on a mage or warlock or a priest. And when you use a wand, the wands in this game, at least the early level ones, once you get up to maybe like level 30, do a lot of damage. They'll do about as much damage as my Shadow Bolt spell, if not even more. And they shoot faster, and it doesn't affect the global cooldown for your other instant cast stuff. The wands are just like your best friend while you're leveling a caster. When it comes to the 5-second rule, what you do is you front load a bunch of your spells, 3 or 4 spells, depending on how much mana you have, and then switch to your wand to finish them off. So by the time they're dead, your mana has regened, you can keep going, you don't have to stop to drink. It's brilliant. Plus they just do a lot of damage, so when we get to level 5, we will run right to the mailbox and pick that up. Now, if you're starting a new character, of course you're not going to have an alt that can mail you a wand. There's a couple of options you have. You can level tailoring and enchanting as your profession. So you may not be able to get the wand till later, like level 6, 7 or so, because you have to be able to farm up a decent amount of linen cloth. Hold on, need a drink. There we go. But if you can farm up a stockpile of linen cloth, you can use tailoring to get mats to level your enchanting to where you can make your own wand. But that's kind of a time investment because you're not going to get all that stuff quickly or easily. So it'll take a while. Don't kill my pet. Just come on, die. There we go. Or you can save up. Right now they're about anywhere from 4 to 8 silver on the auction house. Just go buy one. You know, it's really worth it. You may have to put training a couple skills or something on hold so you can afford your wand, but you will not be sorry. So get your wand as soon as you can. The lesser magic wand is the one you're looking for. It's the first available wand. There are some little ones that can drop from monsters, like a fire wand and stuff. They don't do as much damage. There's a shadow wand that you can get, which is nice, but again, I think it's a little faster than the lesser magic wand, but it doesn't do as much damage, so you know, whatever. Any wand is going to do you for the first 10 levels. I think you can get the greater magic wand at level 13. So, you know, whichever wand you find, that'll be fine till 13. Then buy the greater, and then by then, a little bit after that, you can start doing dungeons. Maybe get something even better. Right, we came back to town. We have to empty our bags. Bags are too full, and we cannot have this. There we go. Let's go back. I need to do one more scavenger paw. And is that all of our duskback wings? 6 out of 6? Yep. One more paw. I'm quite pleased with how fast this quest is going. When this zone is busy, you can run around for a really long time trying to find all these mobs. There's like nobody here. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Could be a bad sign. You know, when Classic launched, there were so many people. For like the whole first week, it was just so overcrowded, it was crazy. But a lot of people expected that to drop off pretty quick. Because people just wanted to come and run around and look at it, be like, oh yeah, I remember that, okay, I'm done. You know, we didn't know how many people were going to stick around and keep playing. But if this zone is totally empty, and it's almost prime time, it's 5:45, so it's, what time is it, East Coast? 6:45? That's kind of a bad sign. Excuse me. Unless it's just that people are, you know, not making too many alts. They're working on their mains, and they're off in higher level zones. That's okay, but you want to be seeing other players. So I'm a little concerned. On one hand, it's nice, because we have all the mobs to ourselves. We don't have to fight other people for them. But there are a lot of quests where you can't really solo it too well. And you need other people to help, so we will see what happens. Right, I'm going to take 1 minute and make a new chat window. Because there's a lot of stuff that happens in chat that's really inappropriate, and I don't want it to be on my video. I don't want to have to edit out the chat window later, so just make a new window so it doesn't show. Speaking of, in the last video I made, I noticed when I was on my Tauren, I was talking to one of the quest mobs, right? And I didn't notice it until I watched the replay of it. There was another player standing there next to the quest mob too, with a really crazy, inappropriate name. And I didn't notice it at the time. I didn't notice it while I was editing. By that time, it was already uploaded and published to YouTube. And I'm like, do I want to take it down just to edit out, put a block over that guy's name so it doesn't show? Because, you know, it takes a couple hours to upload a video that long to YouTube. And I'm like, oh, man. You know, so I'm not quite sure what to do with that. I don't really want to take the whole video down, but If anyone comments on it, I guess I'll have to. But I don't think anyone's noticed so far, so. But man, people in these games, some of the names that you come across are, I don't know. These people have never left their mom's basement or very sexually repressed, you know? But there's something wrong with them. Say that for sure. Oh. Alright, let's go kill the rest of our zombies. A couple mindless and some wretcheds. This imp, he's great. I don't like his name, but he sure does pack a punch. Look at that. That was awesome. Alright, now we just need 4 wretched zombies. There's one. I'm not even really having to worry about trying to tank with my imp, because I'm just killing him. I'll stab him with my dagger. Get some dagger skills. Gotta keep up on your weapon skills. Wretched, is that what we're looking for? Yes, wretcheds. 3 more wretched zombies. Alright, just one more, and we can go turn our quest in and see what's next. I think next is come kill like 12 of those skeletons. Which is kind of annoying, because I don't think there are 12 total spawns at once. So you're always running around looking for those. Even when it's not busy. Alright. Oh, we still need one more. I guess that wasn't a wretched zombie. I should really pay more attention to what I'm doing. Less talking, more focusing on the game. Alright, there we go. Now we're done. Alright, oh, we also have to see the warlock trainer. We're now level 3. So we should have some skills, which means we need to sell everything in our bags to make some money to train our skills. It's definitely no fun to not get your skills because you're poor.
I have exactly what you need.
Just check everything careful, see if there's anything good for us. Nope. Alright.
Beware the little...
Ooh, 2 whole silver. My goodness. I should have done is sent myself some money.
What do you require?
Just gonna give us some bracers as a reward. And we have to get Samuel Phipps remains. I'll go do that in a second.
What is it?
Take the gloves. Scroll. And, yep, the rattle cage skeletons. Right, now the scroll is for this dude. He's our warlock trainer.
Better be good.
So, let's see what we can train. What do we get? What do we get? Immolate, that's it. Well, alright. It's not my spellbook. P is my spellbook. Immolate. Alright, I'm going to change my macro around. Because I'd rather have my pet bound to immolate than shadow bolt. Immolate is a damage over time spell that I can spell correctly. Yes. Oops. Ugh, I did that wrong. Alright. I'm going to pause for 1 second and then we'll go over immolate. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Alright, immolate. And my spells. Let me fix my spell book first. We should have shadow bolt there. Macro there. Alright, immolate is a damage over time spell, also referred to as a dot. If you've ever watched the video about more dots from the Anixia wipe, you'll know what I mean. But it also has a decent cast timer on it. So when I encounter a monster that I need to kill, alright, I don't want to hit it with an instant cast because it's going to run right to me, especially if the next thing I'm going to cast at it is a long cast time. Because that gives the monster all this time to run straight at me while I'm busy casting a spell. So I'm going to cast my longer spell at it first. Like that. Now that also sets it on fire, does a lot of damage. So he's burning and taking damage while he's running to me while I'm casting the next spell. So I always bind my pet attack to a long cast. I'm gonna look for skellies. Alright, so we need to kill 12 skeletons, find 6 salvage goods, scavenged goods, spiders, and Samuel's remains. So, the salvaged goods tend to be hidden all over these buildings, inside and out, upstairs and down. So it should be pretty easy to find. Let's kill this dude. Punch him with my dagger. So that fire damage is doing 4 fire damage every 3 seconds. Doesn't sound like a lot now, but it will get better later. Scavenged goods and skeletons. Very nice. That imp is awesome. Oops, hit the wrong button. Smack him with my dagger. Yeah, this is monumentally easier when there aren't a lot of people around. Not quite as much fun, but definitely easier. So we still need 7 more skeletons. Ooh, we need a level. Leveling means free mana refill. Always appreciated. Oh, there's just some boxes right here. I really want that wand. We could just run to the mailbox right now. It's kind of a run, but it shouldn't be too dangerous if we stick to the road. Okay, there's 3. I need 3 more. See one right in here. Saw another one right outside. These are pretty easy to find. Now, one thing. Classic WoW, when I first played it, and there were quest items like this around the ground that you had to pick up, they would always be glittery. Or like if you were tracking herbs and you're an herbalist, the herbs would glitter and you could see them from miles away. But it was so pretty. I was hoping when Classic launched that that would be the case again, but it's not. And I'm like, why? That was such a great part of Classic. So I'm very sad. No glitter for me. And I keep hoping somebody's going to make an add-on that will make all that stuff glitter again. Because I don't care if it eats up my CPU or whatever. I want it. I like the glitter stuff. So if you know how to make add-ons, and you know how to do that, please let me know. I might even pay you for it. If I can have everything glittery, that'd be worth it. Ooh, he was close. I need 4 more of these, 3 more after this guy. I'm not going to run and do the spiders yet. I'm going to turn these in first. Because we did level, so I want to check the trainer again before we go off the spiders. The spider quest isn't hard as such, but there's a big cave, like a mine full of spiders, and that's one of those situations, like I talked about last time. You can get in over your head real quick in a place like that. So if I can get a level or another skill before we go do that, that'd be great. We're out of mana for this fight. I'm going to immolate now. Stab him with my little dagger. Alright, we just need 1 more skeleton. You can be up here sometimes. Maybe inside these buildings. I just need 1 more. There's one. Alright, let's turn these quests in and see if we get any good rewards or new skills, and then we can go check the spiders and try to kill Samuel by ourselves. Shouldn't be too bad. Can be a little hairy, but I think we'll be fine. We're going to take the belt. And put that on. Let's turn in the rattle cages. Maybe he'll give us something great, like a wand would be nice. But no, we get some boots. Alright, empty our boat. Trainer. Gotta see the trainer. Alright, we corruption and curse of weakness. I never use that. I'm not even gonna bother training it. Save the money for now. I'll train it someday. However, now I'm gonna change my macro again. I know it's kind of a pain, but I prefer to have it on corruption, at least until corruption becomes instant cast, which won't be till like level 15, so that'll be fine. Alright, so there's corruption. Move Shadow Bolt. Get our regular immolate out. Alright, there we go. Now we have 2 damage over time abilities to put on the monsters. Pretty soon we'll have 3. And when you've got the first main 3, pretty much all you do is you do your pet attack with your first one, drop your second dots, your agony and immolate, and then hit it with your wand and it'll be dead pretty quick. I haven't had any problem doing that so far. That will change, I assume, as things get more difficult, but you know, if it works and you're not running out of mana and you can keep going and going, that's your best plan. The plan for leveling is efficiency more than using a proper rotation. There's no such thing as a proper rotation while you're leveling. Just do what works, get things dead fast, and move on to the next one. I think Samuel's over here, unless I'm wrong. Where's Samuel? Is he dead? There he is. Let's come back here so we don't pull anything else. Alright, so we put corruption on him as our first dot. Immolate is our second dot. Hit him with a Shadow Bolt, so we don't have a wand yet. Oh, he's easy. I was worried about him. I don't know why. That was a piece of cake. Alright, let's go do the spiders real quick. Because we love doing the spider caves. See, this is usually one of the times where I'm like, you know, I'm looking at my husband like, hey, you got a horde tune about level 4? He's like, why? Because I gotta go do spider caves. I don't like them. Sometimes I'll make him come kill them with me. But most of the time he's like, nope, no horde character. Sorry, not on that server. Can't play. I'm like, right. Sure. But we tend to always roll our alliance characters on the same server. Not that we play together too much. We have very different play styles. They're not all that compatible. But I know if I need help with something, he can come help me, and likewise, I can go help him. So it works out nicely. Alright, we do need a bunch of these little baby spiders. So let's take care of them. They're only level 2, so I'm going to try to just throw on my dots and stab them so I can conserve mana so we can just keep going and going. Keep an eye on the imp's health and his mana, because he can't cast his fireball when he runs out of mana. He just stands there looking silly. It doesn't help too much if he's just standing there looking silly. Alright, there's 3. It's 7 more of those. Might have to go empty our bags before we go into the big cave. We'll see. There's 4. Need to turn on my nameplates so I can see things better. So many spiders. I do like some of the mobs out in this zone though. I know, remember on my hunters, whenever I'd start a hunter, I'd try to get out here as soon as I could tame pets. The spiders inside the cave up ahead are very cool looking. The dusk bats that are flying around are very cool. You can tame them all in your hunter, so it's kind of worth doing. It's very different from the type of monsters you find in the Alliance zones. But for a young hunter, a young Alliance hunter in Classic, coming out here to tame spiders is a dicey proposition. So I need one more of these little guys. It's just a little guy. And then we can go in the mine and get the big scary spiders. Mine should be over this way. Let's check our map. Oh, mine's right behind us? No, it's not. Where's the mine? I think it's, there it is. Alright. I'm scared. I know the spiders will be fine to take on one at a time, but if they start respawning and you're stuck in the middle, you can get into some deep shit. Like right here. I should not have pulled this one with that other one right next to him, but thankfully we didn't aggro him, so that's fine. Yeah, that was not an advisable move. It just worked out in our favor, which is rare. To check the mine. A lot of times there's chests in here and stuff you can loot. But usually down towards the bottom of the mine where the mobs get a little bit harder, a little bit more cornered in. So it's not usually anything in the chest worth going through that for. So if we see one on our way, great, but we're not going to run all the way down to the bottom just to try and get a chest with like 2 things of milk and a water and a frayed cloak. Because that would be a little irritating. I'm almost out of mana, so I'm going to drink first. There's one that popped behind us already. Oh no, I just had my camera turned the wrong way. Alright, here we go. I need 3 more of these. Let's get this one because he's closer. A lot of times, see that barrel over there? A lot of times you'll see a barrel like that sitting somewhere. And you can loot them. They're actually water, like milk barrels or something. And you can get like 5 or 6 of your refreshing waters. Which is great, because then you don't have to buy them. So keep your eye out for little barrels. Sometimes there's food crates laying around. You can find all kinds of stuff. Alright, we just need one more. Totally out of mana. Gonna drink again. We could just stab it with our knife, but that'd take a long time. I'm fighting the urge to sing that song by the Eagles about stabbing it with their steely knives. As I promised I wasn't going to sing on YouTube. It's very hard. If my microphone was off, I'd be singing that song right now. I should get Paul. I have a friend, Paul. I do a lot of podcasting with him and on his YouTube channel. I should get him to come sing while I play video games. I'm sure he'd love that. Alright, we got all of our spiders. Let's double check to make sure I got them off to the last video where I had to run back twice because I wasn't reading my quest objectives and kept forgetting to finish it. That was terrible. Right, we have to bury Samuel's remains. So we're going to head up to the graveyard and get that done. And then we're going to turn in our quest and see where we're at. I'm going to turn up the music to this area a little bit in editing just so you can hear it. I love it. It's so spooky.
What would you ask?
And creepy. Oh, another level. Awesome.
Discipline.
Invest. Sell stuff because we need some bag space. We could save the Oops, wait, were those good? Could save the small spider limbs, which I actually don't have any of, so whatever. But, for a cooking recipe. Yes, there's definitely an upgrade.
Embrace the shadow.
But I'm not sure where to get that recipe on the Horde side, so let's not even worry about it. Alright, what do you want? What do you got? Curse of weakness. Nope, not trying that.
Patience.
Oh, we have to go berry. I just said that on the way up here and then totally forgot. I got distracted by shiny things and loot and money and quest rewards. Right, here's Samuel's grave. I'm gonna bury his corpse. And he'll be all happy. He can be at rest. Turn the quest in here.
What is it?
There it is. I was gonna say, we had to have a quest. What happened? Alright. So, we're gonna end this episode here, because it's been about half an hour. When we come back, we're gonna go kill some Scarlet Crusade dudes, which is great, because they're pains. It's fun to murderize them. So yeah, we're gonna work on the warlock. It's a lot of fun. The class is a lot of fun. And learning how to play a warlock, if you're thinking about trying the game, this is a great class to play to start with, because you do get the pet. At level 10, we're going to get our tank pet, which makes you just beastly, and you can quest very efficiently all by yourself. So it's a great class to start on. It's a little in-depth, has a lot to it in endgame, a lot of different build choices. So we're going to work through all of those as we go. But for now, that's it. We're going to end here, and I will see you in the next episode. All of my social media links are in the description below. Please check them out. Please like and subscribe, all that great stuff, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.